let me ask you something. Have you noticed that as the years go by, the little things you once took for granted, like energy, vitality, or even those private moments of intimacy, don't feel the same anymore? Maybe it takes more effort than it used to. Maybe you brush it off as just aging. But deep down, you wonder, does it really have to be this way? Most men over 50 accept these changes as inevitable. They take a pill here, ignore the discomfort there, and hope for the best. But what if I told you there's a surprisingly simple technique, one that requires no expensive gadgets, no awkward appointments, and no complicated routines that could help restore circulation, release hidden tension, and even reignite your natural vitality? And here's the part that usually makes people raise their eyebrows. This technique has been around for centuries in traditional practices. Today, modern science is finally beginning to explain why it works. It's not a gimmick, it's not magic. It's your body responding the way it was designed to when you give it the right kind of care. Before we dive deeper, let me guide you through this journey step by step. We'll uncover what's really going on inside your body as you age, where this powerful yet overlooked spot is located, and exactly how a single minute of attention each day can create ripple effects across your health, confidence, and even your relationships. So stay with me, because this isn't just another health tip. It's a story about reclaiming control of your body, rewriting the narrative of aging, and realizing that your best years might not be behind you. They might actually be ahead. Segment 1. Why things change after 50. Now, before we uncover the 1-minute technique, let's pause and talk honestly about what's happening inside the body as we get older. For many men, crossing the age of 50 can feel like a silent turning point. You don't suddenly wake up one morning weaker, slower, or less responsive. It creeps in gradually. First, you might notice you don't bounce back as quickly after exercise. Then, perhaps intimacy feels less automatic, less effortless. What used to be second nature now sometimes needs effort, or, frustratingly, doesn't happen at all. But here's the truth. These changes aren't a sign of weakness, nor are they something to be ashamed of. They are the result of natural shifts happening in the body, shifts that can be understood and, importantly, addressed. Think of your pelvic floor muscles as the foundation of a house. Over time, if the foundation isn't maintained, it becomes both weak and tense. Strange combination, right? It's like a rubber band that's been stretched too long. It's tight, but it has no snap left. That's what's happening inside many men's bodies. The muscles remain clenched, but lack the strength they once had. At the same time, blood vessels in that region lose flexibility. Circulation slows, meaning less oxygen and nutrients reach where they're needed most. And when blood doesn't flow freely, vitality diminishes. Add to that the pressure of modern life, long hours sitting at a desk, daily stress, even the weight of unspoken worries, and you have the perfect storm. Nerves become compressed, signals dull, and the very system designed to bring energy and pleasure begins to lag. Now, most men never talk about this. It's considered taboo, too private to bring up, even with close friends or doctors. And so many resign themselves to decline, assuming there's nothing to be done except take a pill and hope for the best. But here's the empowering truth. Decline is not inevitable. The body is remarkably adaptive. With the right stimulus, gentle, targeted, and consistent, you can restore flexibility, circulation, and responsiveness. And this is where the 1-minute massage technique comes in. So let's take the first step forward together. Imagine not just slowing the decline, but actively reversing it, one simple practice at a time. In the next part, I'll show you exactly where this overlooked spot is, why it's been called the $1,000,000 point, and how giving it just 60 seconds of your day can spark powerful change.
Segment 2. Discovering the $1,000,000 point. Alright, now it's time for the reveal. The question on your mind? Where exactly is this powerful spot? And why does it matter so much? In traditional Eastern practices, it's been called the $1,000,000 point. Modern anatomy has another name for it, the perineum. Now, don't let the unfamiliar word throw you off. It's simply the small area between your scrotum and your anus. It might not be the most comfortable topic to bring up at dinner conversation, but in terms of male health, this spot is pure gold. Why? Because this small region is like a busy traffic intersection in your body. Imagine cars coming from every direction, blood vessels carrying circulation, nerves delivering sensation, muscles supporting control, even pathways connected to your prostate. Over time, that intersection gets jammed. Cars back up, signals misfire, and the whole system feels clogged. By massaging this one point, you're basically sending in a traffic officer, someone to get things moving again. Blood starts flowing more freely, nerves wake up, tension in the muscles eases, and suddenly systems that felt sluggish begin to respond. Now let's talk about how to actually do it, because technique matters. Step 1. Find the spot. Sit on the edge of a chair or lie down with your knees bent. Using your index and middle finger, press gently in that area between the scrotum and anus. If you feel a slight softness or tenderness, you're in the right place. Don't be surprised if it feels sensitive, that's actually a good sign. Step 2. Apply gentle pressure. Think firm but kind. The same pressure you'd use to test if a tomato is ripe enough to feel, but never enough to bruise. Step 3. Motion matters. Try small circles, 30 seconds clockwise, then 30 seconds counterclockwise. Or if that feels awkward, experiment with a gentle press and release, holding for a few seconds and then letting go. Some men even prefer a soft bounce motion. The point is to find what feels right for your body. And here's where my personal perspective comes in. Don't overcomplicate it. Too many people get caught up thinking they need to do it perfectly, but this isn't about precision, it's about consistency. If you show up daily, even for 1 minute, your body will respond. Now that you know where the point is and how to massage it, let's explore the secret ingredient that makes this technique even more powerful. Choosing the right oil. That's coming up next.
Segment 3. Unlocking the power of oils. So, now you know where the point is and how to massage it, but here's the little secret most guys overlook. What you use during the massage can make the difference between a good result and a great one. You could technically do this dry, with just your fingers, but oils aren't just about comfort or lubrication, they add another layer of benefit. The right oil acts like a partner in the process, working alongside your massage to improve circulation, calm inflammation, and even support hormone balance. Let's break down a few of the best options. Castor oil, the deep diver. This one is my personal top pick. Castor oil has been used for centuries, and for good reason. It penetrates deeper into tissue than most oils. Inside, it contains a compound called ricinoleic acid, which reduces inflammation and stimulates circulation. Think of it like sending nutrients right down into the roots, not just watering the leaves. Many men even describe a gentle warming sensation after using it, proof that blood flow is improving. Coconut oil, the gentle guardian. If your skin is sensitive, coconut oil is a safe bet. It's naturally antibacterial, light, and absorbs well without leaving that greasy after feeling. And here's a bonus. Virgin coconut oil contains compounds that help support natural hormone production. Plus, let's be honest, it smells far better than castor oil. Black seed oil, the ancient powerhouse. This one's a little less common, but worth mentioning. For thousands of years, black seed oil has been used in Middle Eastern medicine as a vitality booster. It contains a unique compound, thymoquinone, that supports blood flow and testosterone balance. The downside? It's pricier and harder to find, but many men swear by it. And if you want to get creative, you can mix and match. A simple blend of castor oil and coconut oil gives you both depth and comfort. Then add a few drops of essential oils for an extra kick. Peppermint to boost circulation and create a refreshing tingle. Rosemary to encourage blood flow. Sandalwood for its long-standing use in men's reproductive health. But here's the golden rule: less is more. Essential oils are powerful. You only need 3 to 4 drops per ounce of carrier oil. Any more can irritate the skin instead of helping. And here's my personal tip: always warm the oil in your hands first. Cold oil on such a sensitive spot? Not fun. Warming it makes the massage soothing and helps the oils sink in more effectively. Alright, so we've covered where the spot is and how to massage it, and now we've armed you with the oils that turn this from a basic technique into a powerful daily ritual. But you might be wondering, why does this all work? How can one small area influence so many aspects of a man's health? That's what we'll explore next. Segment 4. The science behind the secret. Alright, you might be asking yourself, how can caressing and massaging one little spot have such a wide effect on energy, performance, and overall health? The answer lies in how interconnected your body really is. Here's what happens beneath the surface when you give this area just 1 minute of attention. 1. Blood flow gets a reboot. Imagine a garden hose that's been kinked for years. The water trickles through, but not at full strength. By massaging the perineum, you're essentially unkinking that hose. The gentle pressure acts like a pump, moving old, stagnant blood out and pulling fresh, oxygen-rich blood in. And fresh blood means more nutrients, faster repair, and renewed vitality. 2. Nerves wake up. Over time, nerves in the pelvic region get compressed by tight muscles and poor posture. That's why sensitivity can decrease. Massage decompresses these nerves, almost like cleaning the contacts on an old remote control. Suddenly, the signals get through again, clear, strong, and responsive. 3. The prostate gets support. The prostate sits just above this area, and while you're not touching it directly, improved circulation here naturally benefits it. A healthier prostate often translates to better urinary control, hormone balance, and overall sexual function. 4. Tension in the pelvic floor releases. Think of your pelvic floor like any other muscle group. Knots and tight spots can build up, just like in your shoulders or back. When you release those trigger points, everything works more smoothly. Erections are stronger, orgasms more intense, bladder control steadier. 5. Stress levels drop. Here's one that surprises many men. This massage triggers your parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest mode. That means stress hormones like cortisol drop, your body relaxes, and your mind feels calmer. No wonder many guys report a wave of relaxation and clarity after just a minute. And personally, I think this is what makes the practice so powerful. It's not just a physical technique, it's also a nervous system reset. You're telling your body, it's safe, you can relax, you can flow. And when stress decreases, everything, circulation, energy, intimacy, works better. So now you know the why, but theory is one thing, experience is another. To really see how this works, let me share some stories of men who put this practice into action and the surprising results they saw.
Segment 5. Real stories, real results. Science gives us the explanation, but stories give us belief. Let me share a few experiences, because when you hear how other men have walked this path, it becomes easier to imagine what's possible for you. Pete's return to confidence. Pete was 54, an active guy who loved tennis. But over the years, he noticed more than just slower recovery after games. His intimacy felt inconsistent, his bladder control less reliable, and nagging hip pain followed him everywhere. Pills gave him temporary relief, but nothing lasting. When he started this 1-minute massage, he committed to doing it each night using a blend of castor and coconut oil. At first it felt awkward. He even laughed at himself. But after 2 weeks, the laughter turned into surprise. Morning erections were coming back, and his lower back soreness was fading. By the 3rd week, even his partner noticed the change. His energy was back, his mood lighter. Pete said something that stuck with me. I didn't just get my performance back, I got my confidence back, and that's priceless. Sam's quiet transformation. Sam, 62, never liked talking about personal health, but waking up multiple times at night to use the bathroom was becoming unbearable, not to mention the dullness he felt in intimacy. He gave this massage a try, twice a day, morning and evening, with black seed oil mixed with a drop of peppermint. The first week, nothing dramatic, just a faint warmth. But by week 2, he noticed fewer bathroom trips. By week 3, he described intimacy as clearer, more connected, more alive. What struck him most wasn't just the physical change, it was the sense of relief, like a weight had lifted off his shoulders. Another man in his late 50s wasn't even thinking about performance. His main battle was chronic hip pain that no doctor seemed to fix. 3 weeks into daily perineum massage, the pain began to vanish. His physiotherapist was stunned. Sometimes focusing on this hidden area unlocks improvements you never saw coming. Now everyone's journey is unique, but these stories highlight a common truth. The body responds when we give it attention. And here's the key, it doesn't take months of effort. For many men, small consistent actions produce results in just weeks. So how do you make this practice stick? How do you turn 1 minute into a long-term habit that reshapes your health? Let's talk about building it into your daily routine.
Segment 6. Turning 1 minute into a lasting habit. Now that you know what this technique is and why it works, the real question is, how do you make it part of your life? Because the truth is, consistency matters more than intensity. Think of it like exercise. You don't build strength by going to the gym once a month for 3 hours, you build it by showing up a little each day. The same rule applies here. 1 minute daily beats 10 minutes once a week. Here are some simple ways to weave it into your routine. Pick the right time. Morning is ideal for some men because testosterone levels are naturally higher. Others prefer bedtime when the body is winding down. Try both and see which feels best for you. Start slow. For the first week, every other day is enough. You're introducing your body to something new, and tissues need time to adapt. After that, aim for daily practice. Link it to an existing habit. The easiest way to stay consistent is to attach this minute to something you already do. Right after your shower, before brushing your teeth, or as part of your bedtime ritual. The less you have to remember, the more likely you'll stick with it. Make it comfortable. Position matters. Lying down with your knees bent, standing with one foot on a stool, or sitting on the edge of the bed, all work. Find what lets you reach easily without strain. Track your progress. In the beginning, keep a simple journal. Rate your energy, function, or even just how relaxed you feel on a 1 to 10 scale. Looking back after a month can be motivating when you see real improvement. And here's my personal advice. Don't chase perfection. If you miss a day, don't punish yourself or try to make up for it the next day. Just pick up where you left off. What matters isn't flawless execution, it's steady practice over time. And one more note, this isn't only for men who already struggle. Think of it as preventive maintenance. We service our cars, sharpen our knives, update our phones. Why not maintain the body systems that matter most? So now you have the knowledge, the technique, and the routine. But before we wrap up, let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture. What lessons can we take from all this about aging, health, and the power of small daily practices?
Segment 7. Lessons, reflections, and your next step. We've covered the science, the stories, and the step-by-step technique. But before we close, let's step back and ask, what does all of this really mean? Here's the bigger truth. Aging doesn't have to be a slow surrender. Too many men accept decline as the price of growing older. They pop a pill when things get difficult, or worse, they stop believing change is possible. But your body is far more resilient than you think. It's waiting for you to give it the right stimulus. And the beauty is, it doesn't take hours in the gym or thousands at a clinic. It takes 1 minute a day. 1 minute of gentle, intentional practice that reawakens blood flow, restores nerve response, and reminds you that vitality isn't something of the past, it's something you can build today. Let's distill a few key lessons. 1. Consistency beats perfection. Don't aim for flawless execution. Aim for showing up. A small daily practice outweighs big but rare efforts. 2. The body listens when you pay attention. Pain, tension, fatigue, these aren't punishments, they're signals. And when you respond with care instead of ignoring them, your body thanks you. 3. Health is maintenance, not just repair. We maintain our homes, our cars, our tools, yet many men wait until their health is breaking down before taking action. Why not maintain it proactively? 4. Vitality is more than physical. Yes, circulation improves. Yes, performance returns. But there's also confidence, clarity, and peace of mind. When you feel good in your body, it ripples into your relationships, your energy, your outlook on life. And maybe the most important lesson, your best years don't have to be behind you. With the right knowledge and a willingness to try, you can continue to feel strong, connected, and alive well into your later years. So here's my challenge for you. Commit to 30 days. Just 1 minute each morning or evening. Use an oil that feels right for you. Notice the subtle changes, the warmth, the relaxation, the renewed energy. Track them. And after a month, look back at how far you've come. Because sometimes the most powerful transformations don't come from doing more. They come from doing less, but doing it consistently. 1 minute, 1 spot, 1 new habit that could change the way you age. And if you found this message valuable, share it. Chances are someone close to you is silently facing the same struggles. Opening up these conversations can help break the stigma and give more men the tools to take back control of their health.
So here's what I want you to do. Starting tonight, give yourself just 1 minute. Find the spot, apply the oil, and breathe. Do it for 30 days and watch what happens not just in performance, but in confidence, energy, and peace of mind. Then come back and share your story, because your experience might be the encouragement another man needs to finally take control of his health. Don't let this knowledge stay a secret. Hit like, share this video with someone who needs it, and subscribe for more practical, life-changing advice. Your best years aren't behind you, they're waiting ahead. All it takes is 1 minute a day to claim them.